Hi, this is Phil, and welcome to the final instalment of this Defeat the Axis series. This episode follows the invasion and final defeat of Japan. And that's about it, really. So I think we might as well just get on with it. Okay then. Okay, so we were still slowly pushing our way through China. Yeah, still lots of supply problems. I'm not bothering to build up planning bonus because there's very little in front of you. They're not really putting up much resistance. Yeah, I think that little push there is just to take out whatever little puppet that is. Yeah, again, trying to keep the front lines joined up because otherwise you might get gaps that they'll be able to push back into. But I see the Americans are basically covering those gaps, so that's handy. I have to test to see whether that works elsewhere. You can see they're just covering the entire front line, but it does mean you don't have to worry so much about keeping your front lines connected if you have an ally who's also in there. That's a pretty poor way of doing that, really. Should have done a front line and then an advance, but still, it'll probably work. As there doesn't seem to be anything there, might as well just rush for the capitals and the victory points. I think that's a 40 width division, that one, which is why it looks slightly different. Yeah, just keep closing this out for Japan. And then, of course, you're denying them if they do have any factories or anything like that over here. I think, although I haven't actually shown it, that we are strategically bombing them as well. And we're certainly doing port strikes. The Navy is still pretty good. But there we go, another heavy cruiser taken out. Convoy. And a battleship. So it all helps because I don't know if they're prioritising the Navy now. Another couple of convoys. You can strategically move them. Try and take out the puppets. They might be lend-leasing and stuff. I'm surprised all these are moving, really, because they do look like their supply is very poor. And yeah, Commonwealth ties. They don't really have much of a focus they need now, so just doing random parts of the focus tree, as you know, we're very much into the end game here. These Spanish troops. You're in the wrong place, buddy. I suspect I probably got some spare opportunities to convert some of those infantry troops, but never mind. Oh, quite a biggish battle here. Oh, they sunk my aircraft carrier. Oh, and is that a heavy cruiser as well? They're sinking a lot of their destroyers, which is good. Oh, and a battleship. So they have rather knocked that fleet out completely, haven't they? Yes, lost a battleship and heavy cruiser, 6 destroyers, but they lost 18 destroyers. So that's not good. So yeah, combined it with another one, even though a lot of them will be off for repair. Make a big stack. Okay, so Manchukuo has gone. And some of those other, all those other client states has gone as well. So it's just liberating Korea. Another 3 light cruisers, keep the screens down. Another heavy cruiser, 7 light cruisers that time. And the Americans are naval invading. Oh, and the pride of the fleet. So they're getting pretty weak now. Alright, so the Americans have started to invade mainland Japan. So we'll have a go. Oh, looks like the Americans already invaded in the Nagasaki anyway. Yeah, let's try another naval invasion. Yeah, no point in going there. There's no port, I think. Oh, that's a battle cruiser, and that's that little fleet gone. Okay, so that's the Soviet Union working. What to do next? Oh, 44 hull. Haven't done that. Sub 4, always handy. Yeah, 14 destroyers. They didn't stand a chance, really, did they? And a snorkel as well. Could go for ladder or damage control, but I think torpedoes is probably better. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure the Dutch will take that little bit out. Okay, how are we doing down here? Well, we seem to have successfully come in. There doesn't seem to be anybody down there, so that's handy. And up in the north as well. Right, Busan with a P. I think it's more commonly spelled with a B. So this all seems to be going very well. Final little bit. Okay, you just pop over to Jeju. Okay, and then we can send you off to the mainland. Oh, it looks like they're repelling the invasion there. So we'll drop you in. Being cautious of drop them into Nagasaki rather than to Osaka, because they will probably have some spare troops coming back, and I want them to actually land rather than just land and then get pushed back into the sea. I have to check whether that actually is a port. It's a bit obscure as to whether it's a port or just an airfield. Right, is that army ready? So a couple of nice little pockets and people out of supply. Yeah, drop that army in. Yeah, and you boys. Okay, so use my marines. Yeah, a bit late for brain carrier, I'd say. Oh yeah, that's probably a bit more useful, but even then I don't think we were doing any more naval invasions, but still. Yeah, I'm not doing much damage with those port strikes, but right, that port denied. All out out of supply. They're not so much out of supply. So I think the final push is probably here, because they've only got what, 7, 13, 18 odd divisions left. Well, they've got more in the north, but yeah, I think this is pretty much all over. Develop New Zealand, why not? Yeah, because we're a little bit early into this one, there is an alternative strategy where you can nuclear bomb them. Because if you drop 2 nuclear bombs, you'll get an automatic surrender. But it's probably a bit early, but you probably could have gone down that route and made it a bit easier, or a bit faster once you'd broken the back of Chinese resistance. Can't really think of any other top tips for this particular scenario. As in the real conflict, you basically just have to hang on and make small gains until the Americans join, and then they can, and the Russians can hold, but you have to make sure that you are occupying the Germans in order to give the Russians enough to be able to defend, because sometimes in this game that doesn't always work. Right, I think we're pretty much at the end of this now. Probably only a couple more victory points needed, and it will all be over. Yep, still got a navy. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in front of those front lines now, so it's just supply problems that are stopping things from happening. Oh, it's a smallish battle. Let's have a look at that. Oh, they sunk one of my light cruisers. Run away! Oh, and there's like a second one. Oh, yeah, that's got away. Subs are running away as well. Oh, look, main force has turned up. Oh, big battle now. Oh, and the subs are moving forward as well. That's good. So that's what, a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser, and a battleship and an aircraft carrier and 6 destroyers and 5. Okay, and that's Japan done. Didn't go through all that. That's the finished bit. Taken eastern China and most of Japan, and just see what happened there. So yeah, 2 aircraft carriers, 2 heavy cruisers, 5. So that's a pretty good victory there. Just to conserve. So that's the world. As we finished up with I don't think there's any wars going on now. So that's the end. So So I hope you enjoyed that series. I am playing another one where I will be doing communist UK, because I haven't seen very many people manage to do it, and I know why, because it's quite difficult. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a lovely